The CFI Checkride is one of the most challenging check rides you can do, and no, it's not because it's hard flying. It's because it's the first time you're being evaluated as an instructor instead of a pilot. They already assume that you can fly an airplane. What they're trying to do is determine whether or not you can safely teach somebody else how to do the same thing. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what I would do if I had to prepare for my CFI Checkride again today. We'll cover what examiners are really looking for, what mistakes people make, and what study strategy will efficiently help you study for the CFI Checkride. Every previous check ride has been proving that you can fly the airplane safely, but the CFI Checkride is completely different. You now have to prove that you can teach somebody how to be a safe pilot. The private pilot check ride is proving that you know it, the commercial check ride is proving that you can do it, and the CFI check ride is proving that you can teach somebody to do it. And that one mindset changes everything. The examiner is really looking for these things, and notice what's not on this list. Memorization. The examiner does not care if you can memorize and recite the textbook. He cares about how you explain what the textbook says. If your student asks you why an airplane stalls at the same angle of attack, regardless of airspeed, the examiner is going to expect you to have a good lesson to teach them instead of just reciting what the book says. This means that you have to thoroughly be able to understand and communicate what goes into being a private pilot and a commercial pilot, be able to teach those things to somebody brand new and have them simply understand it. So here are some of the biggest mistakes you want to avoid making on your CFI check ride. The first mistake people make is memorizing instead of understanding. When you read something out of the book, you should not just try to memorize it, you should try to understand everything that goes along with it, why things happen, and what happens when things go wrong. Second mistake is reading your lesson plans. This is one of the biggest mistakes you can make during your CFI check ride. When I was in CFI school, I only had 8 days to learn how to do everything it took to become a CFI. And the one thing they would always tell us is to not read your lesson plans. We spent hours and hours each day teaching our classmates and our instructor the lesson plans that we'd made the night before. Our instructor also brought in student pilots, private pilots, and commercial pilots to listen to our lesson plans and give us feedback on whether they understood it or not. The third mistake people make during their CFI training is not teaching out loud. Teaching in your head is not teaching, and it doesn't work. You need to practice teaching your lesson plans out loud, whether that's in front of your friends, your spouse, your family, or even yourself. Practicing out loud is what makes or breaks your lesson plans. Mistake number 4 is weak FOI knowledge. This goes back to memorization. If you just memorize the acronyms of your FOIs, you're not actually going to understand what they mean. So when you do practice your FOIs, make sure you understand what they are and what they mean. And then mistake number 5 is trying to impress your DPE. Think of it like this. You are interviewing to become a professional instructor, not trying to convince somebody that you're the smartest pilot they've ever met. Don't try to act like you know everything on your CFI check ride. Your examiner will notice this and they'll call it out. If you don't know something, just make sure you have humility. If I had to do it all over again, this is exactly how I would study. First, I would start looking into your FOIs, which is this 8-page packet filled with FOIs. When I first saw this 8-page FOI packet, I was extremely nervous. I didn't know why I would understand these and be able to explain them to my DPE or how I would learn them. So the first thing that you need to be doing is looking through your FOIs and try to be able to understand and explain all of them. The next thing you need to be learning is CFI endorsements. I have all of the CFI endorsements you need to know right here on these papers. In the future, I'm going to make a video explaining how to understand all the CFI endorsements and the guidelines that go along with them. And the third thing I would learn right away is how to make your own lesson plans. This binder right here is full of lesson plans. Some of them were my own and some of them were from the internet. You don't have to make your own lesson plan for every single thing. What I did is get all the filler lesson plans from online and get the main lesson plans and make them myself. After you've made all your lesson plans, the next thing you need to do is understand how to teach them. Once again, I'll make a video in the future explaining how to make your own lesson plans and how to teach them properly. You should be able to talk about your lesson plans for over 45 minutes straight. Now, a lot of people find that hard to believe and difficult to pull off. Now, I promise, once you know how to do it, you can get your lesson plan over 45 minutes long, even longer than that if you really wanted to. It's all about explaining every single thing that goes on in whatever that lesson plan is. It's all about understanding exactly what goes on in that lesson plan and how you would teach that to a brand new student. Now, when you're practicing teaching your lesson plans, put it on a whiteboard and be able to explain everything that's on that whiteboard. Stand up. If you don't have anybody to talk to yourself and act like you're teaching a real student. Once you have your lesson plans figured out, the next thing I would do is identify your weaknesses. What I did was grab a notebook and write down all the areas where I thought I needed more information on. I tore that out of the notebook, threw it in the front page of my CFI binder, and then I was reminded of it every time I opened this up. Make sure to deep dive every one of those areas and be able to fully understand and explain them to a brand new student. The next thing I would do before your check ride is write down your plan of action. The plan of action is what you're going to do during the flight portion of your CFI check ride. This explains everything that we're going to do in the order that we're going to do it. If you make this before your check ride, it's going to show your instructor that you're prepared, that you thought about this ahead of time. He might make some changes along your plan of action, but that's okay. He's going to be glad that you made it in the first place. Another thing that I like to do on my check rides is give the DPE their money. That should be one of the first things you do after you meet your DPE, is hand him over his money for his check ride. Another thing you need to do is look the part. Show up in nice clothes, look like you're a CFI, and be professional. I would set up your CFI check ride just like this. Have all the books, have all your books, have your binder, have your notebook, have your E6Bs, have your licenses and documentations, because organization is key. Along with organization, you need to know where your references are. If you have your weak points in the front of your binder, you're going to be able to access them fast. And hopefully, your DPE won't notice that they're your weak points. Knowing where to find stuff is also one of the keys of success in your CFI check ride. Another important thing to remember is not to be rushed. If you need time to find something, take the time to find it and get them the correct information. You should know your FAR-AIM book like the back of your hand. Know where to find everything. This is the FAR-AIM that I used on my CFI check ride. It's a little beat up and old now. It was a couple of years ago, but it's all tabbed out with stuff that I thought I would need, and I'll make sure to make another video on this later explaining how to do the same thing. Right now, the last tip I'd give you for your CFI check ride is to remain calm. Don't panic when he asks you a question and you don't know the answer. If you need to look something up in your notes, your binder, your lesson plans, or your FAR-AIM, don't panic in front of your DPE. Just remain calm until you find it. Take your time. Don't rush. A successful CFI candidate is not one who knows all the answers. It's one who knows how to teach through all the answers. If there's one thing I want you to remember from this entire video is don't prepare to perform, but prepare to teach. That is the difference between just simply passing a check ride and becoming the future instructor your student wants. Now, if this video helped you, make sure to comment where you're at in your CFI training. I'm planning to make more videos deep diving endorsements, FOIs, and how to strategically make your lesson plans for your CFI check ride. I hope you guys liked the video. If you're not already, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. This many of you are not subscribed, and if this video helped you at all, I'm going to be making more, so hit that subscribe button and don't miss the future videos. See you guys in the next one.